You have all heard of Balatro. I played it for a long time and I think it is a beautiful game. You lose track of time while playing. But why did I get bored after 28.8 hours? I like roguelite games a lot. The Binding of Isaac, for example. Why I can play this game for 800 hours, but I got bored Balatro before 30 hours. What did Isaac do better than Balatro? Hello, I am Osman from InEv Games. Among indie games, roguelite games are one of the most popular and probably the most played games. The biggest reason for this is the replayability of this game genre. One of the main elements of roguelite is, after losing a game, it gives a motivation to progress further by starting stronger. This fits very well with fun theory and flow theory. You can watch more about these theories in our game design playlist. Flow has a graph like this. If we stay below it, the game becomes very boring. If we stay above it, the game becomes very frustrating. Roguelite games always stay in this range. At first, we are bad at play, and the game is very easy. As we progress, the game gets harder, but we are not that good yet, so we die easily. But when the start game again, this time we start stronger, and the game becomes easier for us. That put us back in the graph, and we get the point where we are struggling. And after a while, we lose again. But this time, we are much stronger, and we are able to get through that easily after a while. And we are able to get through that easily. That's why roguelite game fit right into flow and keep players engaged for hundreds of hours. This is the case with both Isaac and Balatro. But there is one thing Balatro is missing. I think we can explain it with the hook theory. To motivate players to play the game, you need to give them a hook. This could be a good story, a beautiful universe, or a mechanic that looks fun. For Balatro, this hook is the mechanic. Once hooked, the player takes an action and expects a reward. Then the player invests that a new hook. They say, "Give me another hook like this one. I expect something new from you, because I am tired of your old hook." If a game can't offer anything win at this stage, the player will be bored after a while. In the Binding of Isaac, when we start a game, there are only 5 levels. There are very few items and enemies, and the main boss is our mother's feet. However, after finishing the game like this a few times, brand new levels, story arc, items, weapons, endless combinations, incredible events to start to happen. The game throws new hook at us without letting us get bored with it. The same goes for Daily Dive. Each stage of the game introduces a brand new story and mechanic. After a while, it is enough to make you say, "Enough, don't throw more mechanics at me." But unfortunately, this is not the case in Balatro. First of all, there is no universe or story in the game. There is only a very beautiful mechanic. But everything of this mechanic is given to us at the very beginning of the game. And after that, there is nothing left to say. After playing a game for 30 hours, you can say, "I am doing same things all the time. Enough is enough." And turn off the game. That's why the Binding of Isaac is much more successful game than Balatro, at least in terms of hook design. You can find the details of all the game design theories I've briefly mentioned here in the game design playlist. What do you think about the topics we are talking about today? Let's discuss them in the comments.